Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Batgirl, or you can call her Oracle, you can call her Barb Gordon. Pretty much one of the more liked characters you find out there, especially today where it's a very weird thing in comic book lore, and it seems to have somewhat of a negative undertone as to, what characters are being put in front of different publications, or what characters are put in front of different cinematics or movies or graphic novels. But one thing you can say about, Batgirl is there's this purity with the character that has not been tainted. There is another Bat character, though, that has not necessarily been well enjoyed or favored by, the community. And this is on the TV series side. I would leave the name unmentioned. So I think we still get to keep Batgirl in the video games, and hopefully we get a grounded and solid version of her if she's going to be in this new Batman game. If it's Gotham Knights or Arkham Legacy or whatever the name is going to be, everybody I can tell so far, it will be excited to actually play and explore, the game as Batgirl, or even other members of the Bat family. Because we know that the way this game is probably going to go is it's going to have Batman as its big selling point, regardless of how they want to kind of, spin it or deal with it. I think the Suicide Squad game is basically probably going to be picking off of that. And I think this new Batman game is most likely going to be highlighting the entire family. And a lot of people are actually starting to point to Azrael. A lot of people are starting to point to, all the other different Bat characters in the family anyways, maybe close or far members. But it'll be interesting to see, Batgirl's iteration in the game. And why do I say so? I say that because WB Games Montreal had the opportunity to actually develop the family, a matter of families. I almost said Family Matters. That aspect of the DLC for Batgirl. They did such a wonderful job in the development. I don't know how the script worked out. If the script was something that they had already worked on Rocksteady, the editor written on Rocksteady, I think maybe. And then their job was to kind of, follow the development process and then get that through. So yes, that was a whole mini game from the hands of that studio, from their development, grasp, and they delivered in such a wonderful way with the same amount of quality. You didn't even know it wasn't Rocksteady that did that. Now, that being said, that tells us that if they're going to put in that same amount of quality into this new so-called Arkham, whatever Gotham Knights game that is going to be revealed here in a very, very short period of time, we can basically tell ourselves that we will be seeing some heavy quality come into this. In my past videos, I've talked about development quality. I've talked about, development possibilities and potentials, but it is not out of the question to think that, this game is not going to be better than the other game that they made, even though the platforms, depending on where they are or where they were, would have actually been much improved and much upgraded. And by that, I mean, Arkham Knight was developed in Unreal Engine 3. This development team knows their way around that engine very well. They are very versed with it. In fact, they've pretty much shown that they're capable of developing the most beautiful game so far that's, I think has landed on Unreal Engine 3. And since the development of that, Unreal Engine 3 has lost some of its support with some of its other tools. I don't know if you guys know that the way game engines work is they work with other tools that complement them to carry out different tasks. And those tools have now, in many cases, gone out of business or stopped producing, that line of tools. And so Unreal Engine 4 is in that line of development engines is where you have a lot of different tools that are now being integrated into them to do all kinds of fun things, to make your video games. And if it's Unreal Engine 4 pretty much has a very, very strong, sense of things. There haven't been a lot of new games delivered on Unreal Engine 4, actually. Even the Star Wars game, Jedi Fallen Order, I don't know if it was done in Unreal Engine 4. Maybe it was, but the game had been in development in such a long time ago that it's funny that its timeline being that far in development, would have also coincided with the timeline of Batman Arkham Knight to have been able to use Unreal Engine 4. So I don't think it's likely, but, you never know. They probably jumped on Unreal Engine 4 after, once they started their development. But I think if Warner Brothers Games Montreal is able to do that, they're going to be able to bring something that really appeals to the fans regarding the Bat family. And to be very honest, if this game is a Batgirl story, it will still appeal just as much as a Batman game. And I say that boldly because I feel that if they're going to do it that way, they're going to have to bring Batman into the picture as a mentor figure or something that probably continues from that line. I know many have said that this is not going to be an Arkham game, but the timelines are what's going to really matter. If this is going to be an alternate timeline or a different timeline or a timeline that continues, maybe even shockingly, from the Arkham Origins timeline, where Barbara is already kind of Batgirl and we already have the Bat family kind of established and it's a small window within that period, then you have room for making this, the game have a story of its own where maybe Barbara is going to be playing some kind of major role. And then you have everybody around Tim, you have, Nightwing, you have maybe even Damian, maybe even have Azrael, somewhere there. Maybe they can find a way to kind of start dealing with that, to have him in the picture even somewhere. But it's really exciting because I really don't know what to expect. And I'm glad that the rumors have not leaked too many details. And we're going to be seeing whatever we get to see for the very first time, hopefully at the Fandome event and hopefully from the teases that are being done at the moment. So that's pretty much my take. I can't wait to play this game, whatever it is. I can't wait to play if it's as Batgirl or if it's Azrael, or if it's a Bruce Wayne or Batman or even stinking Alfred. I don't care. I am just super stoked about what we get to see, hopefully in the next coming days. Anyways, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Are you excited about what's coming? Are you excited to play even potentially as Batgirl? Because I know the DC fans, definitely appreciate Barbara Gordon like crazy. And from all the games that she has been there as kind of a sidekick in a way for Batman, she's definitely a character that we would definitely welcome into the Hall of Fame when it comes to Batman games, especially in the upcoming generation and even in the past generation. So let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Let's have this conversation and hopefully we'll see you in another video. Peace out.